Exercise, everyone's favorite topic. I build in some kind of 30 to 60-minute exercise every day because I find that it gives me more energy, and it allows my brain to just, I don't have to think about things. I'm doing an activity, and it allows me to reduce my stress. And it allows you not to sit around and, just worry, and you're doing something physical. I don't care what it is, whether you're walking, you can go to the mall and walk year-round. I assume there's a mall in Muskegon. Maybe you like to swim. I like to bicycle. I like to golf. I like to be outside. I like to hike. So anything that can get me out and get me active, I try for an hour a day to do that. And, I know there are going to be days when you don't feel like doing it, but try to do it at least 3 to 4 times a week because you will feel better. I guarantee it. Then there are those of us who are type A perfectionists. You're looking at one. I am really working at reducing my stress. I've learned that I have to give myself way longer time than I used to. And I have to learn to forgive myself when I am in a very stressful mood. I have to learn to breathe and just let go. Because if I allow stress to overwhelm me, it takes away your ability to really think and be a part of everyday life. And so the more you can do to take yourself out of stressful situations, the better off you're going to be. If you're worrying about pleasing Aunt Mary to go see her and you know that she's going to talk to you about everything that is wrong with you, you're better off sending her a note and not going to visit Aunt Mary. I've learned this. There are people in my life that I connect with by letter or email or a short telephone conversation because that's all I can handle from them. And I want to keep people that stress me out of my life. I can't handle it anymore. You will never find me in a big crowd. I will never be in Times Square on New Year's Eve. I don't like crowds. There is too much distraction going on around me, and my brain is like on overload, and I can't take it. I just want to run. I'm a big believer in meditation, prayer, even just allowing yourself 10 minutes of silence to just be there. Just to be there. Because you really need that time to just have some energy for yourself. And for people that are in the early stages, I really encourage keeping a diary. And I'm not talking about the diary you used to keep when you were 7, 8, 9 years old. I'm talking about a diary of activities. If I don't write down what I've done on a certain day or a memory or something that I want to remember, it's gone. If I want to remember, something that I've done, I write it down. I've been keeping a diary since the start of my disease. And if I hadn't, I couldn't go back and tell you what I had done a week ago. I just don't remember. I'm lucky if I can remember what I had for breakfast. So I find journaling helps me to keep track of what I've accomplished and what I want to do. I also encourage you to try to keep your mind active. I don't care whether you like Sudoku, crossword puzzles, do jigsaw puzzles. If you can read, try to do that. I'm not a big fan of TV. I think it's a mindless waste of time unless you're watching the History Channel or PBS or something that is going to fill your mind with something that is informational. But watching The Voice or sitcoms, you're sitting there mindlessly doing nothing. You need to keep your mind actively involved. For $75 a year, and it is well worth it, I do it every day, I subscribe, and I will send this to Elizabeth and, see, I've forgotten your name already. Mary Jane. I've got it written down somewhere.
Yeah, well, you have to use the rest.
It's www.luminosity.com, and I will send this to them. And these will come like some of the tests that I went through in my neuropsychological exams, but they're different because you can choose the tests. So I don't do any of the math tests. But I do word finding activities, I do cognitive reasoning. You know, there's a test where you hear a story and you have to remember, you know, what's happened. So it forces you to focus and pay attention. And, you know, I aim every day to improve and to get better so that, you know, I keep my mind as active as I can.
Excuse me. What was that website? Luminosity?
I'm sorry, it's Lumosity, LUMOSITY.com. www.lumosity.com.
Got it. Thank you.
And it's well worth the $75 because it gives you a daily reminder, which I need, and you can pick the tests you want to take. You can take as many tests as you want. And you know, it just helps stimulate your brain and really helps make some of those things that you thought you were forgetting, helps you focus and concentrate.